channel. My name is Sarah.veda. If you don't already know, and if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate you. Happy Armed Forces Day, which is the day that I'm recording this. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you to our, folks that are in the military that are helping to keep our country safe. So yeah. Anywho, so get you a beer and let's head on down to this one right here. Alright, so this video is going to be about tattoos in the workforce and how it has evolved from about 10 years ago. I'm about to be 29 in 2 weeks. So yeah, because when I didn't have I'm not heavily tattooed. I want to obviously finish my sleeves, and I have other tattoos other places. If you want a tattoo, Porky Pig. So if you want a tattoo tour in the future, then just let me know of the tattoos that I currently have. Yeah. So anyway, my first job that I worked at was, obviously I had worked retail pretty much since I graduated. So yeah, when I was 19, I started my first job, which was at Cato Fashions. Yeah, and I literally only had one tattoo, which is the one on my ankle. And then I got this one that me and my dad both have matching tattoos, basically, because we're both Geminis. Oh, I guess I could show you. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, this is not a tattoo tour yet, but, and, that's literally the only tattoos I had, and I didn't really color my hair. I kept it black. I had Betty Bangs. I thought I was Betty Page. Starting to, the older I get, the more I just kind of want to go back into that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. And it's just funny because, especially where I live now, because I live in North Carolina, but I grew up in Hendersonville. I don't live there anymore, but I grew up there, most of my family and stuff is there, and it's just funny, me and my boyfriend were actually literally talking about this yesterday, about, I love it when I get eyeliner in my eye, oh my god, and it gunks up. Anyways, but yeah, so it's just, I was telling him, all the shit that I've went through, with the jobs that I've had, and it's just so funny because where we live now, it's a lot more diverse, I guess, and also I've noticed that Hendersonville is a little more diverse too when it comes to people that are in Hendersonville. This is heavily tattooed, so to me, I'm just moderately tattooed, but it's just it's really weird, but good in a good way. It's just when I was looking for a job back then, first of all, not even regarding tattoos yet, but just nowhere will fucking hire you unless you have experience. But yet, how can you get the experience if nobody's going to hire you? That's never made sense to me. It's like you just get out of high school, you just graduated, you take a year off or whatever, and then you go to work or whatever, and you try to find a job, and it's like, oh, nope, sorry, you're not experienced. Well, then how am I supposed to be experienced if you won't fucking hire me? So, that's an issue. But yeah, when I started at Cato Fashions, I've dressed this way, literally, I think I've had this since I was maybe in high school, to be honest. Actually, not this one. Who cares? But yeah, I still kind of dressed this way. I just didn't have colored hair because I was never allowed to dye my hair unless it was black or a natural color. Yeah. But that wasn't even and also my nose piercing, this is the only weird piercing I have. The other two, I did this one myself, and then this one I got when I was 3. I think my mom and dad took me to get my ears pierced when I was 3 years old. And so yeah, I'm not heavily pierced or anything. That's all that I have that's pierced. But then I have a lot of tattoos. But at the time I didn't. I literally had 2. And I literally, it wasn't even, they hired me, well, the manager at the time hired me because, she's like, oh, she could help with her older customers and la 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 because of her style and blah blah blah, which has always been skulls, and I looked like I came out of a fucking retirement home, but hey, whatever. So, I don't know. It's just, I just remember I couldn't, and this is the kind of job you couldn't wear like tennis shoes or anything to, or like a certain kind of flat shoe, or like, and I ain't wearing heels for 9 hours. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Like, I didn't even wear wedges. I have flat feet, so it kind of kills my feet a little bit to wear heels or wedges that long. Like, if we go out somewhere, I literally take a pair of flats with me. So just do that. Take some flats with you if you wear some heels or some wedges. Wedges are better than heels, though. Anywho. But yeah, so we had to wear like a closed-toed, whatever, ridiculous shit. And it just, I had to wear a wristband, because this was the only tattoo and the one on my ankle were the only two that I had at the time. And then I got my hearse, and then I got a couple more. But anyway, which I got more after I quit that job. I stayed there for like a year, and then I was like, okay, because I loved that job. They were just so discriminative. But yeah, so I had to wear like a wristband. I had to wear like really long dresses or pants that had to look a certain way. And I don't even wear pants. Like, the closest it comes to pants, I was like 14 wearing trip pants. Like, get out of town. But I mean, it was crazy. And then I had this mishap with my hair, because what we had done is, when I very first ever tried to dye it purple, when I was like, I think I was 17. No, I had to be 18, because I didn't go to school like that. Yeah, I was 18, and at first I had this black henna in my hair. Well, I'll show pictures if I can find the pictures. And so my stepmom, before me and her were like super close, actually, and I like first met her, was like trying to bleach my hair and put purple in it. I looked hilarious. And it was funny. I kind of looked the same as I did then. Something about purple and blonde. Who would have guessed? But yeah, like, anyways, but the bleach, like, I had got this black with blue tint in it, that Manic Panic shit, which I don't hate them, but it just doesn't work for my hair. Nothing bad about them. They just don't work for my hair. And I remember that it actually turned the blonde at the end, like the bottom of my bangs, my Betty bangs, and then like green, like a dark green. And I got in so much trouble. They actually, for 4 days I could not work. And I had one of my coworkers trying to message me on Facebook, like, oh, well, I don't understand what's the deal with the hair? Like, why can't you just dye it black? And I'm like, because I don't want to do that. Like, the green looked like shit on me. I'm not a green person. My eyes are too blue for that. My complexion's too different for green hair. Just, green is not my color. So, yeah, and then I got another tattoo by this woman that I also worked with there, which was the hearse. And it was so hard. Like, I would be burning up because, like, these people, because they know I love to clean. I even loved to clean back then, and I still love to clean. And they would have me outside doing the windows and, like, washing the windows and stuff. And I'd be like, like, dying of a heat stroke because I had to wear long sleeves in summertime. Because I couldn't show my tattoos. Because the district manager is hypocritical because she has a tattoo, too. You just can't see it. I don't know. So I got tired of that shit. After about a year, then I went to Staples. Yes, I'm going to name names here because I'm not really trying to bash these places. And I'm pretty sure that they're different now. Staples does, like, even back then, they didn't really care about tattoos. Like, you just have to wear, your Staples shirt and black or khaki or whatever pants. But yeah, or I even wore a skirt once, but it has to be a certain length, all that bullshit. But they didn't care about my tattoos. I was just... We're going to talk about social anxiety and working retail in another video. This one's mostly about just having tattoos, piercings, crazy hair, and the work industry. So yeah, and we're talking about back in 2012. This was like back in 2012, not 2022. So yeah, we're talking literally 10 years ago. And yeah, so anyway, I left Staples because of other issues, not because of tattoos or anything. And then I went to Sam's Club. Let me tell you, I got some stories about Sam's Club. I got some stories. So Sam's Club is one of those places where I don't know if they've changed anything now, but literally I could dress. I've actually wore this to work when I worked there. I just wore leggings under it. But they, like, I could literally walk in like this. I just had to have my vest on. That's it. That's it. They didn't care about tattoos. You know, I had kind of red in my, I used to have Bride of Frankenstein streaks, or that's what I call them, until they turned into e-girl streaks or whatever. No, they're Bride of Frankenstein streaks. No. But yeah, I used to have those, and I was like, I dyed them red, and I even asked before I did it, because I was, you know, needed money at the time. And, so yeah. Basically, I could literally just walk in like this. Actually, with this, I wore a cardigan. I don't think we could wear tank tops. It had to be like sleeves, but I wore a cardigan with it that I had. But yeah, I had a lot of fucking people. Oh, actually, in Staples, before I get off on these two stories, the only thing that sucked about Staples, besides I can't work a cash register because I can't deal with all the people, is people grabbing my fucking arm to look at my tattoos. Literally grab my arm and be like, "Hey, what's that?" And I'd be like, "Can you please not touch me? That'd be great. Who does that?" So yeah, that sucked. But anyway, yeah, Sam's Club, I had two people. When I worked at the jewelry counter, because I worked like all this intersection, and I worked the jewelry counter. Also, I'm trying to make sure this isn't too long, so that's why I'm kind of speeding it up. But anyway, this guy came up with his wife. I sold them $200 worth of jewelry. And he decided to sit there and spew why I'm going to hell for having tattoos. And his wife just stood there. So I started spitting Bible verses back. And, yeah, I was so fucking mad. He literally made me cry how, like, much of an asshole he was to me because I had tattoos. And this was, like, 2013. Like, I don't know. I mean, it was still a while ago, but still, like, it was bad. And then my manager at the time came up to me, like, right as this ended, and I was like, I need a break. Like, she was like, "What's the matter? Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was like, that man. I was like, "May I have a cigarette?" And she's like, yeah, go ahead, and then come back. And I told her what happened. She's like, "You should have told me. You should have called me on it." And I'm like, no, I handled it, but still, that he didn't have any right to say anything that he did to me. So yeah. And then I had another woman come up to me, and she saw I just got, literally had just got, like, this tattoo right here. And it was like, "Oh, that's cute." And then I pulled my sleeve up because it was hot. And she's like, "Oh, you have more? Ew." And I'm like, so the guy I was calling over to help me get this pool or trampoline or whatever, I literally shoved my walkie-talkie in his face. Was like, "I'm going on a cigarette break," and walked away. And then obviously I came back. He was pretty cool. But yeah. So yeah. And then after that, Sally's wasn't too discriminatory. Like, they're not discriminatory over discriminative. That's the word, if I didn't already put it in here earlier. Yeah, they're not very discriminative on tattoos or piercings or obviously hair color. So, but I just dealt with some shit there that didn't have anything to do with that. So, and then also, the pet place I worked at, they didn't give a shit about tattoos either, or colored hair, so. But I will say, when I did work at PetSmart, I did have blue hair, and because, for some reason, they stuck me on the register, after I told them I can't handle that, I can't do that. And, of course, the first time they stick me on there, I have to have, like, 80 customers go, "Your hair matches your shirt!" So I dyed it like Draculaura, black and pink. It's like, no. And then I quit like a few weeks later, but whatever. Anyways, it's just so funny now, because now you look around and you see like a lot of companies are more open to tattoos, and some places still aren't big with facial piercings, but Most people are pretty good with tattoos now. I've even seen in like the medical field that people have tattoos and it's not a big deal. Like I've seen that now, which is crazy because literally like 10, 9, 8 years ago, that was oh God, that's horrible. You can't have tattoos. Absolutely not. And now it's like, now I don't like, I'm a housewife basically. And it's like, I could literally, if I wanted a job tomorrow, I could walk out and get one. Because people, especially in the area I'm in, yeah, people are a lot less, like, you see all sorts of shit around here, I'll tell you that. You see everything around here, which is cool. To each his own, like I always say, like, good, be you. I have no room to judge anybody because I've been judged literally since, well, over half my life at least. So, that's good. I'm glad that places are more open to having a lot of tattoos and dressing how you dress and piercings and crazy colored hair and yeah. But yeah, things have definitely changed, that's for sure, and that's just all I wanted to talk about. So yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe because it really helps my tiniest channel. And don't forget to keep it rocking.